I'm still not sleeping. I haven't slept for nights now. I haven't been this tired in a very long time, and it's starting to get quite annoying. My brain just won't shut down, and I'm constantly thinking about him. I find myself crying all night and every night. I just think about him all the time, day in, day out. I can still remember getting the phone call. Hello? Yes, speaking. Okay. I guess today was good, in a way, because I went into town to meet some people. But everyone could tell that I was mourning a death. They can read me like a book, but then again, I'm not one to hide my emotions. My friends would try and do anything to make me smile, but today, it just wasn't working. They knew something was wrong. Even their stupidity wasn't helping. It didn't even put a smirk on my face. They told me to go home because I needed some rest, but I told them I was fine. They weren't having any of it. I haven't had a bite to eat all day. I just can't bring myself to do it. Everything I do just reminds me of him. Even stupid things like eating and brushing my teeth. I just can't seem to do anything without feeling upset. I just wish he was back, sat in his chair, laughing and joking, like the man he used to be. I woke up screaming this morning. I had a nightmare. I witnessed a death. It was right in front of me. I cried, hugging him, begging the Lord to just bring him back. But it didn't work. I guess in a way, it's good that I'm feeling this way. Because if I was feeling normal, and I felt like nothing had happened, it would seem like I didn't care. I don't understand why it's just me suffering. Why me? Why can't anyone else feel the pain that I'm going through? I can still remember seeing him in the hospital, watching the Rolling Stones on his iPad, and him giving me Weather's originals. I remember thinking, this is great. I hope he can come home soon and all this worry will be over. We would go on the X Factor one day, get first place and become billionaires. But that never happened. But it was all a big dream. We were just being silly, of course. I think he knew deep down that he'd have to leave at some point, but I don't think he would have had the heart to tell us. Especially his wife, kids and grandkids. I'm still thinking about this morning. I haven't stopped. I just keep thinking the moment's true. I witnessed him dying. Witnessed the doctors and nurses trying to revive him. It happened 5 times. And then he just went. My heart was pounding each time, thinking, this could be the very last moment I ever get to see my granddad. And I woke up screaming. It's been 3 days since the funeral, and I still haven't eaten a thing. I haven't been looking after myself recently. I need to get back into my routine, but I just don't have the energy. I've been lying in bed pretty much all day, just staring at the ceiling, thinking, what if this was just a dream? Or what if it was all happening inside my head? I closed my eyes as tight as I could and pinched myself repeatedly for about half a minute. I opened them again and I found myself in exactly the same place I was 30 seconds ago. Just staring at the ceiling, lying in my bed. Today my mum made me go back into college from a couple of days after what happened. When I walked into the classroom, it was just silent. No one seemed to be talking and everyone was just staring at me as if they knew what had happened, which is odd because I don't remember telling anyone. When I sat down on my seat, I just put my head on the desk and just burst out crying. I couldn't help it. It just happened. I heard someone say, attention seeker. That made me look up. Everyone was just staring at me, even the teachers. She came up to me and asked me if I was okay, which was weird because clearly I wasn't. I heard someone say, I bet she's faking it, for the shits and giggles. And I said to them, no, actually, I was trying to say more, but my mouth just wouldn't get the words out. I was trying to say, you don't know what's happened. You can't judge me, you fucking bitch. But I just couldn't. All I could say was, I lost someone close to me. When I got home today, my mum could tell that there was something wrong because I just walked in the door and ran upstairs into my room. She seemed a little worried, but didn't say anything. I guess that she just didn't want to upset me anymore. I seriously don't understand why someone can just be so horrible about another person when clearly they've been going through a lot. What kind of sick idiot would lie about losing a family member? It's crazy. And to think that they were laughing and joking the fact that I was crying in front of them. They thought I was crying for the fun of it. I mean, why? I guess people just never know what I'm going through, and they never will. It's day 4. I had another nightmare last night. It wasn't as bad as the last one, but it was still horrible. I was sat on my nan's, just sat in my grandpa's chair, mourning his death, when all of a sudden he just appeared out of nowhere. I rubbed my eyes to see if I was just seeing things, but he was actually there. My granddad was stood right in front of me. I stood up and put my arm out, and he put his arm out too. As I went to touch him, my arm just went straight through, and that's when I awoke. I've just eaten half a packet of crisps. Yeah. It's the first thing I've eaten in all these 4 days. I didn't finish the packet. I gave the rest to my mum. I think I'm becoming more used to the fact that he isn't here anymore. I still find it hard to do things, but I'm getting there slowly. I've even printed a picture of him and put it on my wall in memory of him. And I can always know that he's always in my heart, in the back of my mind, forever. I know that mourning can ruin some people's lives, which is why I decided to stop. I guess I'll still get upset at times, but I need to become more outgoing again. Like the old Lucy, the fun one. So from today, I'm going to be a lot more talkative and a lot more happier towards people. So I went out today and I saw my friends. They noticed a massive change in me, and they were happy that I was getting back on my feet, and I was a lot happier. As I was walking around the town, I had a flashback. I saw him and I just stopped. But then I thought it's better to smile at his memories rather than get upset. So I continued to walk and just laugh and joke about all of the memories I've had with my granddad, about the great man that he really was. As my life goes on and I have kids, I'll tell them about the amazing man their great-grandfather was. I'll also tell my kids the amazing memories I had with my granddad, their great-granddad. I'm sure I'll get upset many times in the future, like birthdays and Christmas, but I guess that's just part of everyone's lives really, so don't make the mistake I did and just get on with your life.
Fish!
What if it was all happening inside my... I just think about him all the time, day in, day out.
Don't say him again.
Why did you just laugh?
Just sounds like you're talking about Jim. Sorry.
That's funny. She's talking about Jim. Because... I don't even know what that was. What?
No, nothing.
Did you say you have diarrhea? Oh my god, I have acne.
Don't make me poo.
Well, because laughing makes you poo.
Yeah, like chewing gum makes Bex wee.
Okay. Okay.
If I was a comedian, I'd just poo all over the stage. Squirt in the audience.
Because if I was normal, oh my god, I wasn't expecting that.
Sorry.
I feel like really stupid, just like talking to a camera.
Imagine the camera's grandpa.
That's a very weird looking grandpa.
You know what I mean?
It's kind of like a one eye and like a one arm, just.
Jess.
And then his like leg sticking out.
Super. Right, go. I'll just. Come on. Good idea, Cookie. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Right, go.
Alright. I was about to do it then. Oh, I just sound a cat biscuit.
Biscuit. You're like grandkids.
Grandkids.
My laptop touches my boobies. My apple just hurt. I don't have an apple.
I don't think you have a Sophie's apple.